there is a great deal of controversy with NBA players and their 2K rankings.
It's the season.
Kevin Durant says it's laughable that he gets a 96 instead of a 99. Klay Thompson does not like that as a shooter, he's Luke Kennard. He's 88 instead of the 99 that Steph is. And a whole lot of people are wondering whether Jimmy Butler should be 5 points better than Paul George. So your thoughts on the 2K rankings?
First of all, laughable. That's another word I forgot on the list the other day. Laughable. Oh, it's laughable. This is something I can laugh at. That's what laughable means. It doesn't mean you're actually laughing at it. It means this is something I can laugh at. It's laughable. Stupid word. Stupid word. Get it out of the lexicon. This is the dumbest thing ever. And they do it every year. I had this conversation in my group chat with my cousins and my friends who work in the music industry. And they were saying, one of them said, I wish there was something reputable like this for music. And I said, you think this is reputable? They said, well, the players all seem to respect us. Like, no, it's a video game they play, and they're feeling butthurt that their number isn't as high as they think they should be, which is literally every single athlete. Every single player in the NBA looked at his rating and said, not high enough, right? Every single one, starting with Kevin Durant all the way down. So the idea that this has any sort of weight or merit. No, it's just, if it were a game they didn't play, right? If it were NBA Live, for instance, nobody would care because they don't play it. But because they play this game in their free time, they want to know that I'm represented the way I am, which is why, by the way, one of the most popular features in 2K is is my player, right? Because that allows every single human being on earth to have that same feeling. Oh, I should be rated higher. I'm going to go work out and do this and that. But all of it is dumb and meaningless and just there just to stir up conversation at a time typically where we have nothing to talk about.
Oh, but they legitimately get their feelings hurt.
Yeah.
Like it's not fraudulent to say that Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson, and we've talked about this in general, just the spitting defiance of the Warriors winning the title, whether the new norm is going to be more and more craving of more and more respect and finding disrespect wherever you can find it. And the internet is plentiful in this regard, but lest Kevin Durant not get enough of his disrespect from the internet, he now goes after Ronnie.
Yeah, Ronnie 2K. What a guy. My favorite part is Durant kind of does that, and then all the people responding to him, and then his responses to the people. That's the funny part. That's what because he says that thing, and like 2 minutes later, someone has uploaded a very well-produced TikTok style video where the tweet is the green screen and the guy's recapping what happened. Well, Kevin Durant got upset, in a very serious news report way, and Durant's like, "My man, you were quick with it, huh? You just jumped to it." There's another one where the guy says, "That's because you don't have the it package," and Durant says, "What comes with the it package?" He's a funny guy.
How can you not love someone getting indignant and calling laughable? I shouldn't be 96. I'm a 99. I need 3 extra points. It's not good enough that my grade would be an A. I need to be a slightly higher A.
All right. So first of all, it says, A, Ronnie 2K, I'm going to need an explanation on why I'm not 99. This has become laughable. So for him, this is a trend of things that are happening, and this is just the cherry on top. But then the guy tweets that little video, and he says, "You uploaded this in record timing, my boy. God damn." This is a funny response. And then some dude says, "'Cause you haven't showed the he's it factor, big bro, and that's coming from a fan of you." This guy's real serious. So Durant responds, "What comes with the he's it package?"
What does come with the he's it package?
Like you're at a car wash, and it's the highest tier of package where they detail your car.
That's exactly what it is.
It's 2 hours of detailing.
Right. But this for me is in some ways not to get too serious about 2K ratings, but this is in some ways what the new media is all about. It's just basically who are the gatekeepers of who says that I'm good or not? And it's just some dudes that make video games that determine who are the best players in the video game, right? There's not a ton of science behind it. They're not the people who know most about basketball, just as we, the media, are like, how are we the gatekeepers on what's good and what's bad? And Stugatz yelling at Kevin Durant for making the wrong decision. Like, why does Stugatz get to be the one who determines that?
But that's why this is great, right? Because it's like a bunch of people you don't know, and they're like, watch Clay freak out to this. And then you just give them a random number knowing that you're going to get them upset. And by the way, then they're all talking about your video game. So, like, the worse ratings you give them, the more upset they get, the more there's free publicity for this video game where everybody's talking about the video game because they're upset about these arbitrary numbers.
Luke Kennard shot 45% from three last year. It's harsh to say, I'm only as good as Luke Kennard. He's career 42.5% from three. It's a good three-point
Oh, it's
shooter.
it's just a funny name. It's just there's no one listening to this
And physical appearance.
who doesn't understand why Klay Thompson would be offended that his shooting rating is the same as Luke Kennard. It's simply a funny name, and as an added bonus, he looks the way Luke Kennard does.
The other part of this is that Clay isn't a guy who talks, isn't a guy who reacts a lot, but when he does, it is very like vociferous. So think about when the top 75 players came out and he wasn't on the list. He was legitimately upset to the point where the Warriors were so tickled that he was so upset they hung a number 77 jersey in his locker. Like, hey, you almost made it. You're the 77th best player of all time. But Clay, that it hit him. That thing hit him hard. And so this is like another example of him, I think, feeling slighted, perhaps because of his injury.
For those wondering, because Amin said they put a 77, what happened to 76? It's because there were 76 players in the top 75.
Thank you. It's a good qualifier there that you're offering, Billy.